Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Kono District. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Sierra Leone. This is David Gongbo, the country owner from Kono News Network. And today we get a very important information where we want for can discuss regarding Kwedu Limited. We know say Bokutin don't happen between Kwedu Limited and the Wokmandem and also within Kwedu Limited and Kono District itself. We know waiting they go on right now between the Wokmandem and Kwedu Limited, the legal cases the way they go on right now, we pending, and how Kwedu Limited self they react for resolve them thing and day. So we get we brother we get for can talk about that. We now a social activist and also a day with executives of Kono organizations. So my brother, I go invite you now, Mr. Bockarie, let you talk to it briefly about whether now you and what you they do.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gongo Mina. Ibrahim A.S. Bockarie, alias Barak, man of the people. I work around natural resources governance. I also look at women and youth empowerment at both local and national level. Over the period, I don't collaborate with ECHO and the KMMRP for see how the mining sector will benefit communities to a very larger extent.
Okay,
So,
okay.
me that kind of person.
Okay, yeah. So thank you very much. Let we cut the responses then very very short because you know see the network business. Let you know left way along the line. Okay. So we go get
Yes, sir.
different sectors the way I get for ask you about. The first sector could be current status of Kwedu Holdings or Kwedu Limited. And not say they can get called themselves differently. Number one under that could be the operation impact. Wetin you go able share with me right now the update on Kwedu Limited's and current operational status following the shutdown and the workforce layoff in May 2025?
Officially, Kwadu Limited will not accept care and maintenance. We, by law, the stipulated period for be like 3 months. And for the in that kind of financial difficulties. But unfortunately for Sierra Leone, that was never the case. They asked within a week or so, government granted care and maintenance. But as it is now, the operations almost now daily looting and vandalization they go on. In broad daylight, the security forces they connive with people, then they loot almost every valuable thing at the company. When they see the market, the things and at the street all over Kwedu. Then the worst way they happen, very recently, they beating them beat person, they kill person then at the site. So because the insecurity is very spread. Every day that they post woman there, and young people when they old and they harass them, they post them. Now social media they say they go thief.
Who that they hold them?
So well, the police and the military they post the videos there online. If you go online, they're all over. We're a big nuisance right now in Corona. Yeah.
Okay.
So now that kind of insecurity we don't have to do. Yeah, where they affect the community to a very large extent.
Yeah, currently then they talk say they don't lost $60 million and they need up to $20 million for resume. How realistic you think say that really?
Well, as a possibility, like more than that, what they try to ask for. Because they look in the go on because the security forces there, then they connect with certain rogue civilian and addition. Every day they teach property them. So waiting the action also then they go need more than that because almost everything is being looted on site.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so now that's not the situation. But we concern very much because then the molest woman the day we a lot of allegations that they can say raping they take place because of course killing don't take place, shooting they take place every now and then with a really gunshot thing, clear one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we the Yeri say they don't write letter to one company when a third party for intervene between them and the government. We don't know wetin na dem stand right now, whether they go for address the workman dem issue or then they try for bring another legal implication. Wetin you can tell me about that?
Well, having gone through the letter, now broad daylight provocation to the government of Sierra Leone and a direct insult to the president and the first lady. I mean, I personally follow this company operation very religiously. So then can later they also wait to the scene that the first lady and then they threaten the government of Sierra Leone that if government not able to negotiate, they will take other legal actions in London and other places. Where some of you know very well say the problem with it is in Akono and most of other African countries now London they still they arrange them. So now continue for all the African communities. So a very sad for Sierra Leone because government needs to be very proactive.
Yeah, wetin you feel say na the reason we make up to this point in time Salone government actually not come out with a statement for really end this problem?
Now weak governance because the Ministry of Mines not they work together with the Ministry of Labor. The Minister of Mines is very sad for make us say this now because any two they make now so able to defend them before even the court of law that they work professionally. Yeah, because dates now for work for Sierra Leone and defend the integrity of Sierra Leone. But with all the insults, the Minister of Mines not able to come out clear and defend the situation. So very sad for Sierra Leone because the Minister of Mines he don't bring down the morale of Sierra Leone very badly. Yeah.
So yeah, the company they accuse the first lady Fatima Bio for defamation of an incitement. You go able give a detailed objectives or wetin na dem demand, wetin make them come up with that kind of idea dey and wetin Fatima Bio do wey dem no like.
Well, it not start with Fatima Build. This BSGR subsidiary, they don't do an Guinea with the former president of Guinea, Alpha Condé West, because they can look for loopholes when they don't want to stick to the international obligations where they go to mining communities. Because I they give a history of mercenary background because now people even don't fit, most of them at this country. So they know the structural weakness of Sierra Leone, and now they go approach the first lady for letting negotiate. But because Fatima is a very honest person, very frank, and knowledgeable about the extractive challenges that Africa go through, so it end up for telling the truth that them for do the needful because they don't commit serious economic crimes for fixed exchange rate that Sierra Leone. So they for save the neck. Yes. But unfortunately, because they're not able to bribe and buy the first lady, so at the end of the day, they end up for seeing her like an enemy instead of a friend. So most of the allegations they make against the first lady because of interference are fake. Now accusations they will not get any legal stance because they go tell you Masile help them. So before any court of law credible, they're not going to win the first lady.
Because now they ask them, now they invite them for intervene. Is that what?
Yes, they ask them to intervene. Then start the negotiations. The first lady suggested for increase the salary. They're not going for change the exchange rate now. They just ask them for 30% increment. At the end of the day, because of the division within the governance structure, some people can feel say if the first lady take they accept them at the end of the day, it will take precedence over governance because it's not very strategic in terms of political. Because you're not the swing states. So then the freedom say if they get an authority there, it will take eggs. So the situation very deeply political.
So
Yeah, so it's not realistic at all.
what is the status of the Kono stakeholders and right now regarding this Kwadu Limited issue? What's the intima? What's in the young actions that they take for resolve?
Well, technically speaking, minus the parliamentarians, the local authorities do not get, by law, they don't get any stake in the mining industry. Because no provision of the Mines and Mineral Act where they give the authority for negotiate, for hire and fire workman, or for resolve disputes, they don't get that authority then. So, but as it is now, because even the Council of Paramount Chiefs, they may begin for negotiate, but they not go ahead. Now that they blame ECHO, they say because now we finance the young people in court operations, instead of them comment ECHO with the federally have to let peace and stability there. So that's very unfortunate. And coming to the lawmakers, the local authority, now that's the cheapest side. Coming to the lawmakers, they don't make any proactive measure. The parliamentarians do not do anything serious for resolve the conflicts. Yeah, even the opposition political party, senior figures like Kelfala Marabi, they talk to me for let them get the updates. So the APC not bring out any official statement. So now that kind of circumstance we today, because we dey expect even the opposition will bring out strong statements on the impasse that cannot, but they not bring any official statements. Maybe they can do that better.
So up to this
So
point in
as
time,
it is,
yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
yes, the local government minister from Konoikam, no minister not put statement it. Now all civil society still stand because we wanted peace and stability continue for the Nakono. Yeah.
What make you feel say we authorities then still not see say ECHO na a group we can for come talk on behalf of Kono and Kono picking the all?
Well, because ECHO they pick on a very sensitive issue like mining. And the mining companies that get a lot of power for divide communities. Because most of the companies where they operate in this part of the world now very dishonest practices that they do. Because they believe say if we connect them together, they not go succeed in the agenda for continue to exploit. So that's the unfortunate thing about what they go on with Corona.
Sorry, Ibrahim, the thing just don't cut off. Hello.
Okay, are they get you well?
Hello.
Yeah, they get you well.
Sorry, fam, with them, Madepan talk to Ibrahim Bockarie where the network don't just cut off. I will try for get in touch with them again. Hello, Ibrahim. Hello.
Yes, most welcome. Yeah,
Hello?
the laptop is not responding.
Hello, Ibrahim.
Yes, welcome, Mr. Gwangwa.